And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Prescott. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Back to the ground. It's Hill. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second down now. It's Hill. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. A first down throw for Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really about him, the way he goes after the football.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So that erases a game-tying touchdown.
And wouldn't you hate to be the person that committed the foul on that play? Film is not going to be fun for him, but right now, he's got to regroup and continue to play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Prescott. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
It's 3rd and 7.
Yellow, I've got little lady. They can't hang with us.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. 6-0 our score after 1. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, Ridley. Just heavy on the edges. 49. Check 49. Check 49. 15. Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return, it's James. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They'll run with Hill. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
One thing to keep in mind, Park, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, 2nd most in the league behind Watson of the Texans. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Hey, Sunday. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Now on 2nd and 16, Mahomes, and this is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. To throw, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Von Miller in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. James now to return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Hill going to try the right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darren Lee gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Play action now. Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Courtland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good. Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top of the game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go. We got this.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely... Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Back. 43.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Prescott on first down. Fanta, first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. Second tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the second Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hawkinson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions. But Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage. This time a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
After the sack on first down, Prescott. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Good job.
2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is what I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least,